When I was a child, I had two favorite TV shows. The first was the X-Men animated series. For the record, if you don't like the X-Men animated series, I don't like you, and I'm not talking about fucking X-Men Evolution. Although that one was pretty cool too. And the second one was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I fucking love that shit. But here's the thing, I always wanted to be a Power Ranger until I realized that these are high school students being recruited by this intergalactic figure in a tube, which is fucking weird, called Zordon. They're made to fight this intergalactic war that they really have nothing to do with. How is that any different from child soldiers, man? That's like super fucked up.
They've done nothing but suck the blood from this country. But you are the heroes who will save this nation. You are not children anymore. You are men.
Child soldiers. Then what happens to child soldiers? Well, they didn't focus on school because they're too busy, like, judo chopping and fucking spin kicking monsters. So, you know, they probably didn't get into good colleges and stuff, but, you know, who cares about that? Relationships, oh man, that shit goes out the window. I mean, how do you explain to a significant other? Well, you know, I was actually saving the world every day. This person named Rita Repulsa, she lives on the moon, and she was like throwing shit, and there was like Lord Zed, and he was all like red and had a fucking brain sticking out of his head. Isn't that really uncomfortable to have a fucking brain sticking? Whatever. And they're gonna have PTSD. They're straight up gonna have fucking PTSD, and they're gonna live the most fucked up lives. So with that thought that I had when I was a little child, comes to you the next bootleg universe short. Comes the next bootleg universe bootleg. The sound of that, the bootleg universe bootleg. Just so we're perfectly clear, I love Katie Sackhoff. She's a good friend of mine. But Katie was not the first choice to play the Pink Ranger. Orlando Bloom was. Unfortunately, my director, Joseph Kahn, felt that when an individual such as Orlando Bloom sucker punches a teenager and completely misses, it disqualifies them in perpetuity from the action-adventure genre. This is something that I do not agree with. I think punching teenagers and totally missing them with your fist is totally cool. In fact, it makes you cooler in a lot of ways. They weren't looking and you missed. And what's cooler than completely missing with your fist and connecting with the air? The air might have had Bieber fever and you knocked the Bieber fever right out of the air with your fist. Orlando, I'm on your side. Joseph Kahn. I can't say enough good things about Joseph Kahn. Why is he not doing big budget blockbusters? The fact that Joseph Kahn hasn't made a big blockbuster every couple years, the last 10 years, I don't want to say it's a travesty, but it is a fucking travesty. So I'm saying it's a travesty. I need to reiterate this because every time I do one of these fucking bootlegs, it ends up becoming this news story that I'm doing some sort of pitch. This is not a pitch. Dirty Laundry was not a pitch. Truth in Journalism is not a pitch. Even Superfiend, where I was bootlegging myself, was not, and cannot, and will not be a pitch. So without further ado, and I'm sure you guys all want me to shut the fuck up now, or maybe you don't, maybe you like seeing my face and I'm gonna be the next... Oh, I can't dig at Orlando anymore. I'm kidding, I could dig at this guy for hours. So without further ado, comes my bootleg of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, starring my best friend in the world, top 15, James Van Der Beek, and Katie Sackhoff. Enjoy. Oh yeah, and Joseph Kahn directed it. It's Morphin time, bitches.
When two empires declare war, neither side is innocent.
You're still a traitor, you worthless piece.
We were children, asked to fight an intergalactic war against an enemy we'd never met. Let's stop pretending our side stood on some moral high ground.
What do you want, Rocky?
Where's Tommy?
tell me Oliver is a ghost. You'll never find him. I don't even know where he is.
Bullshit is an ugly color on you.
I prefer pink.
If dying is what you choose to do here today, I would prefer you did it with your dignity intact.
How soon after the truce did you turn? Did you even wait until we were disbanded?
The second the Machine Empire integrated their technology into our society, I knew the freedom we bled for was done.
So you stabbed us in the back?
I followed the only rule worth following in this fuckstorm. I made sure I was on the winning side, which is why I'm sitting here and you're chained to a chair. Comfortable?
You were never really one of us.
Thank you. The thought that weaponizing youth and training them to kill could have turned out so ugly for so many of them.
We were a team. We fought for each other. You never understood that.
Let's talk about Jason.
What about him?
You were married to him, weren't you?
For 8 hours.
Do you know why they did it?
Got a little tired of being made fun of by you cunt fucks.
Skull, you sold us out!
Machine Empire had better meth. That was all it took. You know what happens to a dog that chases cars and finally catches one?
It doesn't end well for the dog.
Let's move on to Zach, shall we? Good kid. Fit. A little hyperactive. Do you know where he ended up?
About those hip-hop keto tapes.
Hip-hop keto, that's keto, and abs, knock him out, knee him up, work it, counter and punch, hip-hop keto, let's go.
He knew it was bullshit, but the public ate it up. It wasn't about the money for him. He was addicted to the action. It was his outlet.
And you think peddling false hope to fat kids was enough to scratch that itch for him? Did you know he joined the Machine Empire? Didn't even have to recruit him. So hungry for a battlefield, he volunteered to help us sweep up whatever resistance was left.
Good on me.
너 알아? 네가 그 운동 프로그램에 오이 어? 깡둥이 운동 프로그램 하는 개새끼지?
Change. 그래 이 새끼라. 아메 우리 힙합 카피 했지.
좋네. 죽이버려! 할 말 있어? 어?
Most people play the odds, but then there's rare few who don't feel alive unless the odds are stacked completely against them.
I know you get me. It's all good. Get on with it.
It's tough, seeing your friends murdered one by one. Especially by one of your own.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Think about it. Rita made Tommy to fight against us. And then he betrayed her, switched sides, Mommy tried to kill him. He lost his power, gained it back, lost it again, only to see a fucking treaty signed. I'm glad I'm not his shrink. Say what you want about the machines, at least they're consistent.
What does this have to do with me?
Tommy's always been hung up on you.
Yesterday, Tommy paid a visit to Billy Cranston. But don't worry, I think we all know it's unlikely you fucked him too.
Our alliance with the Machine Empire will bring a new level of synergy within Cranston Lockheed Martin. We will be mass producing our signature Blade Blaster weapons with an initial order of 1.6 trillion euros from the Soviet Europe.
Damn it, Billy. What'd you do?
You're out of your mind. Tommy didn't kill any of us. He's a ranger. You just forgot what that means.
Why do you think they gave these powers to kids?
Because we were the only ones who could destroy Rita and her.
You are not that stupid! For fuck's sake! Pull your shit together and start thinking for yourself for once in your life! You're not a little girl anymore. Now where's Tommy?
Go fuck yourself.
You think you're defending something worthwhile. I get that. But technology, the machines, they always win.
I told you I haven't seen Tommy since.
One last warning. Every move we make leaves a footprint.
Treat is beautiful.
While the government was negotiating the treaty, we were burying our own. I saw him for a moment and then he was gone. It's been years.
You're telling the truth. Machines are never wrong. They told us exactly what you'd know.
So you lose.
Oh, Kimmy. You really just don't get it, do you? I never needed you as a witness. You, my dear, are bait.
Kimberly.
No. You're not. I held Kimberly in my arms when she died. So I'm gonna ask you one more time. Who are you?
Kill. Stab. Drown. Sleep. Shoot.
darling.